Chesapeake traffic, extra trace uniforms taking off runway 5, Chesapeake. All right, Tommy, when you're ready, you can take the controls.
I'm ready.
All right, you have the controls?
I have the controls.
All right, keep us in the left-hand turn here. Keep us climbing. That looks about like a good heading there. Let's see what we get for a second or two. Kind of see that rain shower out to the east of us there.
Yeah. All right, so these local tops are about 3,000. That won't do very well. How high do you think those tops are there? Man, I don't know, because maybe about 6 or 8. Well, that's probably workable if we can sneak up through there. We'll have to do some climbs. Yep, well, we can work north and south to work into that hole there. I can kind of see a shaft of sunlight over Suffolk Airfield. Unfortunately, that's a drop zone that's pretty active. Yeah. All right, give me a good hard left. Let's shoot for that gap, I think. This gap? Yep. And you're good to full power up here. Okay.
little more prop, that'll help. Oh, what a good little airplane.
Yep. About 6,000 here.
That's a little bit higher than it was last time we were out. Oh, look at that. Still good long gap. We got ground reference underneath us there. To the left underneath the wing. That'll be a good help.
Chesapeake traffic, Saratoga 4294 November, taking runway 5 for departure. Good.
All right, so when you want, you can bring the nose down, put the coals to it, and get warmed up with some steep turns.
Okay.
There you go.
Ready? To
Yep.
the right.
Okay. Let's gain a little bit more altitude here, and we'll bring it back a little bit towards the southeast. We'll just kind of work over this gap in the clouds.
Okay.
And then see what you can see down there for a reference line for a wing over. So that's the next thing we'll have you do.
Okay.
Chesapeake traffic, Saratoga Smart, very to the north, going to IFR, Chesapeake.
We can go left here. Maybe.
Yeah, no, absolutely, that'll work.
Okay. So 2G.
Oh, we usually start at about 160 knots, but if you're feeling saucy, you can do it slower.
Okay. We could.
There you go, now you can start to level off. Nicely done. If you want to point it back towards the hole,
Okay.
we can do a aileron roll. We'll do one each direction. Your choice.
Okay. There's the hole. So point down for airspeed.
Oh, we don't need much.
Okay. Coming up.
All right, you want to see if you can roll it fast?
Yeah.
All right.
What was that?
Oh, I wasn't in the acro tank. We got a little bit of negative G.
To the right.
Dirt.
Going back towards the hole.
All right. Tell you what, I'll demonstrate the barrel roll while we're up here.
Okay.
I got the controls.
Your controls.
I got the controls. Barrel roll's a lot like the kind of cross between the wing over and an aileron roll. We're going to set it up just like we did the wing over. So I'll start a little slow here, about 150, 160 knots. We're going to bring the nose up, 2 Gs. And as we get 45 degrees nose up, we're going to start a little bit of roll. Kind of a roll and a pull, roll and a pull, roll and a pull, a little bit less pull, a little more roll. And kind of back on the roll and the pull. We're starting the same direction, or ending up the same direction we started. And we never get more than 2 Gs. You got the controls?
Awesome. My controls.
Your controls. You can give that a shot if you want.
Okay.
There you go. Now a little bit easy roll. A little bit less pull, a little more roll. There you go. They're kind of pointing that same direction. It's hard to tell with the clouds, but
Yeah.
we're good. And just go work the recovery.
That was fun.
All right, now let's go back towards the hole. We'll work that 5 up, 5 down.
Okay.
Let's go right about another 90 degrees. We got a
Okay.
little bit more, we can see more ground that direction.
Yeah.
All right, you can dive down for airspeed while we're turning. And at about 140 knots, you'll start that nice easy 2G pull up. Upset, recover.
Set. Push, roll. Thrust, stabilize.
Let's climb back up real quick. What'd you think?
I like it.
Well, you had a little bit of a rolling pull, but it's tough with the clouds, right?
Yeah.
So we don't see the ground as well. And we can, airspeed is under control, but if we're accelerating pretty good, we can bring the throttle back to idle if we want, right?
Okay.
But let's reverse course. Let's do one more of those back down to the south. All right, let's dive for it and go. Keep it coming up. There you go. Now roll. Upset.
Push, roll. Thrust.
And the nose is coming up. You got a good oil pressure.
That one's a little better.
Yeah, and that one we went a little bit further nose low, so we were picking up airspeed a little faster. And that one is absolutely appropriate to bring the power back. That's good. All right, ready to get in some upsets?
Yep.
Okay, I got the controls.
Your controls.
My controls. Trying to work over here over this whole. Did you do flight instructing on the side too?
A little bit.
A little bit.
Not too much.
Work with the guy doing his commercials, trying to get good on the lazy eights. Like, gee, Tommy, look how good I'm doing my lazy 8. Upset.
Push, roll, thrust, stabilize.
Nice. I got the controls.
Your controls.
Controls. I'm gonna get better on those lazy 8s.
Okay.
There's the upset.
Upset, push, roll, thrust.
Okay, I got the controls.
Your controls.
Oh, I got the controls. All right, Transcon, you're coming out of Seattle late at night. Now you're going into Seattle late at night. But there's storms west of Seattle, so they vector everybody east before they bring them in. And they're kind of holding folks up high. It's kind of nasty. And you hear them talking to some Airbus, you know, Super 215, you know, Emirates Super 215 or whatever that call sign is. And they're sending you to the hold, same hold he's in. And you're slowing down to get in the hold. And you see that Airbus kind of right above you. There you are. There's the upset.
Push, roll, thrust, stabilize.
I didn't see your seatbelt light come on, so the flight attendant union's going to sue the heck out of you. There you go. All right, climb us back up. All right, I got the controls.
Your controls.
Controls. All right, you decided to upgrade to the 330. And you're flying to like Incheon or someplace wonderful like that. And you get up, and I know there's weather over the Pacific. And you're the relief pilot. You come up, and there's a couple goons in the cockpit. They're like, I'm not sure what's going on, man. This airplane's not working so good. It just keeps falling out of the sky. There's the upset.
Push, roll, thrust, stabilize.
There you go. Easy.
Easy.
Of course, a little bit less easy because now all you've got is your pitch limit indicator, your attitude gyro, and maybe your engine indication.
Yeah.
Kind of slightly degraded mode. Delta had one of those in a 350 and they had to fly it all the way back on a pitch and power settings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they got to block altitudes and kind of roughed it. All right, I got the controls.
Your controls.
Your controls. Again, late night Transcon, we're getting vectored in. We're joining the ILS. We're joining it from way up high. And there's an emergency aircraft they're sending across our flight path to the opposite runway, right? So we're landing on the south complex, they're landing north. You can't see him, but you can certainly feel his wake turbulence. There's the upset.
Push, roll, thrust, stabilize.
Yep, there's that consideration down low. You want to get that power in as early as you can, set that landing attitude. So if you hit, you at least going to hit with the landing gear underneath you.
Yep.
Okay, I got the controls.
Your controls.
I got the controls. You're back at the 206. And you're flying with the new guy. Like, all right, new guy, let's go up. We'll practice stalling this airplane. And he knows it stalls a little bit differently with the pod out there, so he's kind of being twitchy on the rudders, you know? He's like,
yeah.
He's all over the place, right? So you're flying around.
Probably executive chair.
And he starts to, starts to get the old Cessna, and starts to nibble. So he brings all the power he's got in. There's the upset.
Push, roll, Just stabilize.
That's kind of fun.
Yep.
All right, any other upsets that you want to see, Tommy?
No, I'm good.
I got a feeling there's nothing I can't throw at you that's going to hurt you too bad. So I'm better off letting yourself get into them. So we've already done the spins. Did you want to see the accelerated and the inverted spins?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and I want to show you a spiral. I didn't show you that one.
Okay.
So let's climb up. We'll get most of the way towards 9,000 or 10,000 feet over this hole here.
Okay.
All right, the first one we'll do is the spiral, and I'll have you fly us into the spiral.
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to enter it like we did the normal spin.
Okay.
What we're going to do differently is as we're entering the spin, we're going to go full aft stick, full rudder in the direction we want to spin. And then as it breaks, we're going to go a little bit of aileron or full aileron in that same direction. And we're just going to ease the stick a little bit.
Okay.
So we're at 9,000 feet. Let's bring it back over the ground, the empty trees behind us there. I don't think the Navy's going to sue us if we plow into their over-the-horizon radar, so. We're clear underneath, so let's bring the power to idle. This is a good pitch attitude. This will get us into the spin real quick.
Okay.
So full aft stick, full left, now a little bit of left stick, a little bit of ease on the pitch, right? So on the full spin to the left, you notice the airspeed was 0. Here we're still whipping around spin like, but we're really accelerating. So neutralize the controls and recover from the dive. And you got good oil pressure, you can bring the power up whenever you like.
Awesome. Yeah, that got real aggressive.
Gets real aggressive pretty quick.
Yeah.
And if you misidentify it as a spin, right?
Yeah.
You can almost make it worse. So now you shove the stick forward, jam on the opposite rudder. Oh, it's going to do something, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the spiral. We'll climb up to about 8 or 9. I'll show you the accelerated spin, so I'll let you show them to me.
Okay.
Traffic 449 Charlie Sierra, radio check. Unicom, loud and clear.
So for the accelerated spin and the flat spin demo, we'll take it up to about 9 again. We'll get it to a steady state spin. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go aileron opposite the spin. So if we do a left spin, it'll be a right aileron, right spin, left aileron. And we're going to keep the stick back, and we're just going to watch the attitude change, right? So it's not going to have as much of a roll component. It's actually going to increase the rate at which we spin, and it's going to flatten out the wing profile. So that's kind of freaky. So we'll watch that, then we'll center up the controls, and then we're going to bring the stick forward just a little bit. And what that'll do is it masks a little bit more of the tail, so it takes the vertical stabilizer out of it. It also brings our center of mass, our two big centers of mass, the engine and my fat ass, in line with the center of gravity. So it reduces that mass moment of inertia. So if you think about, I know you're a big figure skating fan, but you think about
the ballerina.
Your Brian Boitano, you got his arms out, not spinning super fast. When he brings that center of mass, or brings those masses into the center, and he starts spinning like a top, right?
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do by bringing the stick forward just a little bit, and then we'll recover. So we'll bring the stick back aft to re-steady it. Then we'll go power, idle, ailerons neutral, rudder full opposite, elevator slightly forward, and we'll recover from the spin. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right, we're clear underneath. Let's pop the nose up, get some free altitude, power to idle. All right, bring the nose back down just a little bit so we're not too high, right about there. As we approach the stall, stick full aft, direction of choice. Now we're going to hold it until we're steady. So there's the incipient phase still. Nose is bobbing a little bit. That's pretty steady right there. So now I want you to go, the wing flattens out when you go to the opposite aileron?
Yeah.
And it just kind of speeds up just a little bit. All right, there's 7,500 feet. We'll neutralize. Now let's go stick just slightly forward. A little more. And watch that rate pick up. Holy cow. All right, stick aft. Now go through the recovery. Power idle, ailerons neutral, rudder full opposite, elevator slightly forward. Neutralize the controls, and recover. Woo! Bring the power up. We're going to have to turn before we climb up, I think.
Okay.
So easy left-hand turn is going to do the best. That'll uncage your gyros, won't it?
Yeah, that was fun.
4,000 feet, so about 8 turns in the spin.
It seemed like 14.
Oh, that's nice. The cloud tops here, so we're in the hole at still 5,000 feet. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. If you want to work aerobatics down low, we can do that too.
We can stay low.
Well, if we want to do an inverted spin, we'll take it back up one more
Okay.
time.
Yeah, let's do inverted spin.
Oh,
Oh.
all right. Like, oh man, we got traffic a mile away, 2,000 feet above us, but it's our own GPS not keeping up.
Oh yeah.
So we're reporting a bad position. All right, for the inverted spin, we'll just make it a demo, okay?
Okay.
And unless you want to try it again, then we can take it back up and I'll let you try it.
Okay, you can demo.
So give yourself another turn on the lap belt to make sure you're not going to pop out during a negative
Okay.
G. And for the inverted spin, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us pretty slow, and then I'm going to roll it upside down. Oh, hey, watch your attitude there. I'm going to get us upside down and pretty slow, and I'm going to hold the stick full forward. And then as we approach the stall, I'm going to go full forward stick and full rudder opposite the direction we want to go.
Yep.
But the direction we want our nose to go. So it's kind of weird. But we'll probably go full right rudder, which gives us a left-hand spin.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so I got the controls.
Your control.
My controls. I'm over to the acro tank. It's clear underneath us. We're over the radome, so we don't have to worry about people down there. I'm going to point us back towards that Navy facility. Maybe I should stall it here. I just did. Okay. All right, so I'm going to roll upside down. Ours idle, stick's going full forward. Now to slow down here. A little bit more nose up. A little bit more. A little bit more nose up. There's full right stick, full right. Talk. Full right rudder, full forward stick. There's a little bit of a whip. Now here we are in the steady state spin, so I go power, idle, ailerons neutral, rudder full opposite, elevator slightly aft. I center the controls, and we're flying. And there's Lake Drummond over to our right. Chesapeake is back over to our right, 3 o'clock. Over to the main fuel tank. I'm going to bring the power back up. We got good oil pressure. And you can have the airplane.
My controls.
You have the controls. Those aren't my favorite. If you want to try one, we can climb back up and do it again.
It didn't make me sick, but I don't think I can have the hand coordination to do all that. The brain power. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it.
The first time you do it, you're like, man, this is just completely violating
like,
all my
where-
expectations.
Yeah. Like, I'm fine as far as the G's, and the negative G's were fun. But, like, I don't think I could do that with the stick and all that. I was kind of confused as to what was going on.
That's cool. All right, well, if you want to work some aerobatics,
Yeah, we could do.
we got room below the clouds here. We got a great field that kind of gives us a good lineup. We don't want to go any further east than kind of the edge of that big field,
Okay.
but you can work whatever you want here.
Okay. What altitude do I need to be at?
So this altitude's fine, no lower than 2,000 feet.
Okay. So I'll head that way and try another barrel roll.
Okay? So we're kind of fast for a barrel roll, so
Yep.
we can pull the power back to about 75% here, right about there. And we're kind of back underneath the cloud deck, so we're going to need to descend a little bit to get a barrel roll out. Barrel roll takes us about 1,000 feet of climb.
Okay. What's a good starting airspeed?
160 to 180 knots, so this is
Okay.
pretty good for speed.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Go left.
Let's go right, so we're going towards, left is fine, disregard. And start the roll. Biggin.
Avoid the puffy cloud right there.
Oh, yeah. And if you want, you see this big field of trees here?
Yeah.
Right off the nose? That's probably a good spot to work. You can bring the
Okay.
power back up, keep some airspeed.
Can I try like an 8-point roll or a 4?
You want to try a 4-point roll?
Yeah.
All right, so let me demo one thing for you. I got the controls.
Your control.
I got the controls. So when you're doing a 4-point roll, get the power back to cruise, there we go. All right, so when you're doing a 4-point roll, it actually takes a lot of rudder and forward stick to make it happen, right?
Okay.
So when we do point 1, you notice I'm standing on the right rudder here.
Yeah.
Point 2, I got a lot of forward stick in to keep us level. Point 3, left rudder to keep us going. And then there's back to point 4.
Okay.
You have the controls.
My controls.
Your controls.
Okay. So, go right here.
Yep, point rudder. The forward stick.
Wrong rudder.
All right, let's turn 180 degrees here before we get too close to an airway. Those get smoother with practice.
Yeah. At least you're having fun.
All right, let's roll out this direction. You can try it along the radar there.
Okay, one more.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, I got the controls.
Your controls.
I got the controls. We can do it smooth. So there's 1,
Runway 5, Pacific.
2, 3, and 4. You got the
There
controls.
we go, my controls.
The controls.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, you lost some altitude there, so let's climb back up.
That was a little smoother.
That's a little smoother. I liked it. All right, we're down low, so let's keep the power at about 75% here to pull it back a little bit.
Recall 5 miles north of the field, entering left downwind runway to Halifax.
All right, what else do you want to try?
A double roll.
A double roll?
Yeah, just 2
Okay, so
without
yeah.
stopping.
Yep, so you can do a ballistic roll like we were doing.
Okay.
So what you want to do is you want to get your airspeed, you want to get your nose 20 or 30 degrees nose up, and you want to roll fast because we don't want to be caught with our nose buried, right?
Yep.
All right, so you can point back towards that big open field there.
This one with the lines, or?
Yep, no, this one's straight
Okay.
ahead. Yep. So then dump your nose down. We'll get about 120 knots here is good. All right, now bring your nose back up. We'll go 20 or 30 degrees, release the back pressure, and roll fast. And there's 2. There you go.
Awesome.
That's all there is to it.
What else can we try?
Oh, we could try a lot of stuff. What can we survive? That's a whole other question.
We do
All right.
another hammerhead, or
So tell you what, I'll
you got
show you.
some other idea?
I'll show you a half Cuban 8.
Okay.
I got the controls.
Your controls.
I have the controls. So the half Cuban 8's a fun way to reverse your turn. So what we're going to do is it starts like a loop. It's about 180 knots. And I'll start my 4G pull. Do a little bit of right rudder as I come over the top here.
Sierra is going to be working the big field, 1,000 and below ground round maneuvers.
And then I get a 45-degree dive here. And then I roll right side up. And I wait a potato. And then I start my recovery.
Oh, okay, I got you.
All right, you got the controls?
Okay.
You got the controls.
My controls.
Your controls. So you can give that a shot if you want.
Okay.
The pull, now you can look out the left wing. There's 45, stop it, roll it, wait, and pull.
Halifax traffic, Roger 113 call.
Awesome.
That's a half Cuban 8.
45 left downwind runway 2
And
Halifax.
if you want, you can do the Immelman like we did this morning.
Yeah, we'll do that. Ready?
Okay, ready? There you go.
Losing a good amount of airspeed doing that one.
You do lose a good amount of airspeed. But you're up high, so it's all at managing the energy.
Yep. Great.
And then if you're feeling saucy, you can start linking stuff together.
Okay. What am
Yeah.
I going to link together?
Well, let's see. Let's So we use this off the left side. You see what looks like a big fence underneath the left wing. So green field, kind of a fence running along it. It's not really, that's the over the horizon radar. So we'll just kind of use that as our reference. So we'll just link up several maneuvers to kind of keep us going back and forth along there.
Okay.
So let's dive the nose down, and we'll do a half Cuban 8.
Okay.
Keep the nose coming over the top. Parallel to that. There we go. Set the 45. Wait a second.
Up.
That's all right. Keep the dive coming. Keep the dive coming. Now you start your pull up. Now we're going to do a hammerhead. So now you bring your nose up. Set the up line and hold it. Boy, 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato. There's the shutter. There's the next shutter. So now we go full left rudder, full right aileron, little forward stick. Center it up. Woo-hoo, little pass. That's all right. Neutralize. Get the airspeed. Now we'll start the pull. Now pull up. Now we can do a loop. Alright, now we can do a Humpty bump. So we're going to pull vertical. And let's give a quarter roll to the left. So we're going to roll perpendicular and stop. And now we're going to start another half loop from the top. Nice and gentle, a little bit of right rudder here. And let's do a half roll to the right. And pull. There you go. So now we're heading opposite that radar. So that's just some dumb fun you can have with aerobatics. Let's climb back up. We're at about 2,000 feet here. And let's bring it back to the right.
To the right.
Alright, this time we're going to do something dumb and weird. Alright?
Okay.
So we're going to dive in with a little bit of airspeed, then we're going to pull to a 45-degree upline. Then we're going to push our nose over and close the throttle. We'll do a 1.5 turn spin to the right. We'll catch it on the vertical down, and then we'll pull out onto the vertical down.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to reverse directions basically with the spin. So let's go ahead and dive into the right. So we'll get down to about, I don't know, about 2,500 feet here. That's good. We'll level off. So now we're going to pull to 45 degrees nose up. We're going to hold this. We're going to climb to about 3,500 feet. There's 3,500 feet. Now we're going to push the nose over and close the throttle. And now we're just going to hold this attitude into the stall spin, right? We'll do a spin to the right. So there's spin to the right. There's 1 turn. Now neutralizing forward. Yeah, there's a spin at 3/4. And then recover. So you got good power. We went a quarter turn over. Oh well.
That was good though.
But there's something fun you can do with aerobatics. All right, we got time for about one more maneuver, and then we got to take it back to the barn.
Okay. Can we do another tail slide?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or do we have the...
No, we got time to do that. So let's climb up a little bit.
Okay.
I like a little bit of altitude cushion when I do those.
Yep.
And give me right about 135 degrees. We'll point towards those trees there.
Okay.
It's trees everywhere, right? But we'll point towards these trees about 90 degrees off.
Parallel the antenna.
That works. All right, now we'll dump the nose for about 169. That's good. We can start our pull here. Alright, so they're straight up. Now we bring the throttle to idle and positively neutralize those controls. Let's go a little bit more so we go positive. There we go. So now we're going to look at that string, man. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, I don't think so. Let me think of turn and final.
And recover. You got good oil pressure. We're flying. Alright, give me right about 130 degrees. And you can see the field off our nose for about 7 miles. There's the hangars there. Nice work. Let's set it up for an overhead recovery.
Can we fly back up inverted?
No.
Oh.
We can fly back a little bit inverted if you want.
Yeah.
Alright, I got controls for a second. I'll set you up.
Your controls.
My controls. There you go. Now just got to keep the prop on the horizon there. You've got the controls.
My controls.
Yeah, your VSI still works normally, so we're in just a little bit of a climb. So you got a little more forward stick pressure there. A little more forward, a little more forward. All right, I'm good.
Okay. It's fun. It's a lot harder to spot hangars when they're on the world above you.
It is different, isn't it? Inverted turns are real disorienting.
Yeah. Did an outside turn before.
What's that?
I did an outside turn before.
Yeah.
In that pits. That was confusing.
Yeah. Inverted turns, rolling turns, those are kind of disorienting too, but those are a little bit better. An outside rolling turn would be a big pain in the butt. I don't do those.
That's right. You want to go that way? Okay, turn left and then upside down and end up going that way.
Exactly. All right, looks like we got someone entering on the 45 and maybe somebody entering the runway.
Okay.
Chesapeake traffic, extra 2H uniform is 5 to the southeast. We're entering on the overhead runway 5, Chesapeake. And you can kind of keep your altitude here.
Okay.
Maybe bring a little more power in if you want, right about, there's about 75%.
What does your G meter show?
-2 plus 5.5.
Bravo's departing.
This one shows -2 plus 6.
Well within the limits of the airplane.
Yep. What was that -2 from, you think? The zero airspeed or
The spin?
the spin?
Yeah, so
okay.
when the spin starts to oscillate, it really kind of whips around.
Okay. There's somebody taking the runway.
Yeah. And there's traffic north of the field, but he's going to be about 500 feet above us, so. All right, you can dump it down to 1,500 feet here, kind of fly me up that canal. We're out of gas in the wing tanks. It'll be just a second. You're good. There we go, level it out. Chesapeake traffic, extra 2H uniform is in the break, full stop, runway 5, Chesapeake. All right, so you can start the angle, 60 degrees angle of bank. He's rolling, we'll be behind him.
Track 2 Sierra Bravo's on the go, runway 5 will be departing off the downwind west path.
Power back to idle. All right, gas over the acro tank, boost pumps on, undercarriage street on the lock, mixture's coming full rich. Drops full forward. Speed slow me down to about 90 knots. All right, I got the controls.
Your controls.
My controls, nice work, Tommy.
Thank you.
Make sure there's nobody on the ILS final. Looking good there. Chesapeake traffic, extra 2H uniform is left base, runway 5. Full stop, Chesapeake.
Chesapeake traffic, track 2 Sierra Bravo, left crosswind, runway 5, Chesapeake.
I don't care. Traffic Extras 280 uniform, final runway 5, full stop, Chesapeake.
Chesapeake traffic 2 Sierra Bravo is departing off the crosswind to the north.